Hiya, Lapwings. I'm going to read you, it's Mrs. G. I'm going to read you Millie's Marvellous Hat because it's one of my favourite books. This is my doggy Wookie. She's come to say hello. And here we go. Millie's Marvellous Hat. It does indeed look marvellous there, doesn't it? Right, so I'm going to have to read it this way round. Millie, there she is, was walking home from school when she came across a hat shop. There were lots of hats in the window, but the one she liked best was the one with the colourful feathers. Millie went inside. I can see it as well. I think I would like that Millie's wonderful hat there. Oh, I really like this illustration, so we're on this page here. May I see the hat with the colourful feathers, please? She asked the man behind the counter. Certainly, madam, replied the man, and he fetched the hat from the window. Millie tried it on. It suited her perfectly. I'll take it, she said. An excellent choice, madam, said the man. That will be £590.99. Millie opened her purse and looked inside. Oh dear, she said. Do you have anything a little cheaper? What sort of price were you thinking of, madam? Asked the man kindly. Well, about this much, said Millie, and showed him her purse. It was empty. I see, muttered the man, and he looked up at the ceiling. Millie looked up at the ceiling too. It was covered with interesting patterns. Oh yes, look, there are, aren't there? There's some hats up there, I think. Aha, said the man suddenly. I think I've just the thing for you, madam. Wait here a minute, please. And away he went to the back of the shop. A few minutes later, he returned with a box in his hands. He placed it on the table and removed the lid. This is the most marvellous hat, madam, said the man. It can be any size, shape or colour you wish. All you have to do is imagine it. Carefully, the man took the hat out of the box and put it on Millie's head. It fitted her perfectly. Oh, thank you, said Millie. I like it very much. And she put her hand in her purse and handed the man all she had in it. Thank you, madam, he said the man. Would you like your hat in its box? Oh, no, thank you, said Millie. I'll take it just as it is. Millie felt happy in her new hat. But now I must think what my hat is going to look like, she thought. Perhaps it has lots of feathers like the one in the shop window. Only even more feathers. Golly, I do like that hat. I'd wear that. Oh, it was a peacock hat. Wow, look at all those feathers. It's magnificent, isn't it? I think she's walked up the hill, out into the park now. Millie stopped outside a cake shop and looked in the window. All the cakes looked delicious. So Millie had a cake hat. Delicious. When Millie passed a flower shop, her hat became flowery. Wow, isn't that amazing? And in the park, she wore a fountain hat. There's a lot of people around that park, aren't there? There's some boys shouting, playing football. There's some people looking, oh, they're all right, aren't they? They're just scooting around and having fun. Her hat's going splosh all the way up. Suddenly, Millie saw that she was not the only one with a special hat. Oh, look at what they're thinking about. Oh, she's thinking about the park. She's got a bird on her head. And this lady must be thinking about her nice cup of tea when she gets home. And I think this little person thinks that they're on a boat. And this little person thinks that they're driving a car. Oh my gosh, this one, he's got a ship sinking on his head. I know someone in Plumpton School who was reading about the Titanic. Well, oh my gosh, that's my favourite. There's a little dog with a gramophone on his head which is playing music. Oh my gosh, this page is amazing. Everyone had a hat of their own. We'll have a look at that one for a moment. This man's got he's got a golf course on his head. He's playing golf on his head, and this lady's playing a very lovely accordion. Bet she plays that at home or something. There's a lot of people. Look, he's got a big speaker on his head and an instrument in his hand. He must be into music. Well, magnificently, Millie's hat is really tall and colourful. Could look at that for ages. She saw an old lady. There's the old lady, who was wearing a dark, murky pond hat. Millie smiled at her, and the birds and the fish leapt out of her hat and onto the old lady's. Oh, look, that old lady's got a smile on her face now. Look, Millie's smiling at that old lady and it's made her happy. Millie felt like singing. She really does. Look, she's got a bird hat. And so did her hat. Wow, she is singing her way all the way up the hill. By the time Millie arrived back home, her hat had grown so tall that she couldn't walk through the door. So she thought of another hat. "How do you like my new hat?" she asked when she saw her mum and dad. "New hat?" said her mum, "but you haven't..." And then she stopped and smiled. "It's a marvellous hat, Millie. Wish I had one too." "But you do have one," said Millie. "You only have to imagine it." Look, and she was right. Everyone has their very own marvellous hat. Look, that dad's got a very big penguin. And I think my favourite bit of that book, oh look, she's sleeping now. She's sleeping on with her hat on as well. My favourite bit of that book is when she makes the old lady happy. Isn't that a nice bit? I reckon if we do that when we pass people, we give them a smile and make them feel happy. That's the sort of thing we can do at the moment, isn't it? Actually, it makes me feel happy if I give someone a smile and then they give me a smile back. So I hope you're feeling okay at the moment, and I'm really looking forward to seeing you back at school when we can go back. Bye bye everyone.